some loud, awesome stadium in Eugene, as we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. So Oregon's offense will take the field first. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, you know, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. The Ducks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass on 2nd down. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense trying to keep...
Oh, he's got some space. He stopped short of the 40, right at the 39, and it's 4th down. The Ducks will punt it away on 4th down. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. So the Alabama Crimson Tide offense comes out for their first possession of the game. And after that performance last week, Jesse, it'll be interesting to see if they can get the big tight end as involved as he was a week ago.
He really did. He was good out in the field. He was good down near the red zone. He's a matchup problem that you know this quarterback is going to be trying to find early in this game. The defense has to have a plan for him, David. It'll be interesting to see how they try to defend him.
Well, and that's the problem. It's so hard when your best playmaker is a tight end to plan for him, because how you treat him is everything, and they can still run the football with him, and they can still throw it to him, and he's just a nightmare matchup, and, you know, you want to slow him down. Like, those easy touches a little bit harder for him, but you know he's going to get his.
After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Open field on the right. Touchdown tie. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Well, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quickly to the tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. Now on second down. Wants to go up top. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Just about the time the quarterback got the snap, that dude was in his mustache.
Quick, fast, and in a hurry in the backfield. Got him to the ground before he could even think about getting the laces and trying to get the ball out of his hands.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And the Ducks will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Tide offense rolls onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Touch pass on the run. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. They say all games count the same, but you get to this portion of the season and a chance to win a top 10 battle like this carries a little extra weight.
And whoever keeps the top 10 number beside their name after this game will have earned it, because these two teams are very talented, David. We're now at the midpoint of the season. We're starting to get an idea of who these teams are. We're going to find out a whole lot more here today.
Yeah, dang right. How much implications down the road does this have? But how about you get an idea of exactly where you stand right in the middle of the season, playoffs down the road, make your statement here today.
He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. What a nice job to get through your progressions and find your man open on the drag.
And you can't do that without good protection up front by the offensive line, giving you a little bit of time. And you're right, the QB had time, saw the matchups, finally saw that drag come open, completes the strike, gets the first down.
This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. Toss to the outside. Worked it down to the 22-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry.
Hey, how about it? How about the old toss play, right? QB catches the ball, tosses it to the running back. Listen, it's got to be thrown out in front of him so he can continue to run. And then the offensive line has to do a really good job of getting the edge so he can...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Bama! They'll try to add another to their lead. I'm not sure anyone even breathed on that running back by the time he got into the end zone.
Nah, so many blockers out in front. Where are the defenders? I mean, it's a good idea. You know, the guy with the ball, that's usually the guy we want to go tackle. Go get him.
He'll return it. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Looking to throw on first down. Grabs it in the middle. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Quick completion on the out route. There he goes. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Ducks come to the line in the hurry up.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
One-on-one to get them into enemy territory, and he's out of bounds at the 40. The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. And the Ducks now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. They'll send the back in motion. Takes the easy one to the back. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Listen, if I'm a QB, 2nd down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable 3rd down, but when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the 1st half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Here comes that Alabama offense. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Quick pass on the fly motion. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the ground game.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Foster. They're working that left side. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Austin. Looks like Alabama will pick up the 1st down.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense because 3rd down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
Fires to the big fella. Really short gain on that one, defense all over it. While we're only through 1, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Here's the handoff. Runs through the tackle. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Down and 1, and they'll go for it. Trying to do it on the ground. Inside the 35. Wide open, and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. Oh, they blocked the extra point.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the 2nd level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play. The
Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they'd better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
The Ducks headed quickly to the line. Trying play action. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll have to punt for the 4th time today. There is a lot of real estate in front of this offense as the ball is touched dead at the 5. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
Trying to get the edge on the right. He finds a little bit of room to operate. He goes out of bounds at the 12. The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. The pitch to the left. Creates a little space. He's loose. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
And that's what I love about this offense, man. They run the football and get first downs. They throw the football and get first downs. So much balance. That's why they're the #2 offense in all of college football getting first downs. They are so hard to defend.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. The offense changing the play. Looking to throw, it's Foster. Dances away. He's going to take off. He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46.
Really nowhere for the quarterback to go that time. I like the idea of letting him try to run with it, but no opportunity to get up the field, so he just kept trying to use the speed going sideways. Defense took everything away, and a good decision by him to save a hit and just get out of bounds.
3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Cannot get away. It is a... what he was thinking on that play. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Quickly complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to get him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Alabama with a ton of ground to cover on this 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man, it's Farmer. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move.
Well, this offense is given a lesson right now on how to fight through adversity, because 1st and 2nd down was ugly. But they come up with that huge completion to now set up a manageable 4th down opportunity to keep this drive alive.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. A designed run for the quarterback. Turning it on. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. Just moments ago, Alabama was feeling the shadow of its own goalpost, and now the Tide generating momentum. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Alabama!
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Going right to work up top. Just a short pass to the tight end. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Wants to fire on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment. They've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
Another incompletion on third down. The Ducks send out the punt unit. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. They take over late and they have enough time to put together a drive. Looking downfield, it's Foster. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Reels it in on the left side. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
And that has got to be a coverage bust on defense. There is no way the receiver should have been allowed to be that open deep down the field. Somebody on defense blew their assignment.
Sends it back in motion. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
And last week was great for this. Man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
They'll go back to the air on second down. This time he's got his man. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading cover.
Touchdown Tide! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is important with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. And the Ducks will bring the punt team onto the field. Just needs a crack to get a return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Back to the ground with the running back. Makes it past the marker. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Eugene.
They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Dropping back, it's Foster. Oh, they're after him. Got the quick pass.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
Bringing the heat. Grab near the sticks. It's Callaway. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Takes a handoff. It's Algier.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Quarterback making checks. Second down, they'll go to the air. Going deep. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Bama! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Under fire. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The Ducks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Looks as if they might have that screen really set up, but he'll be stopped short of the marker. It's 4th down. The Ducks will call on their punt team. Here's the return. Makes a move. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Here comes that Alabama Looking for a man. It's Foster. Hauls it in. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. From inside the 40 at the 37, it's first down. Motion from the wide receiver. Quick pass on the jet motion. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Looking to fire. Zings it complete to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Looking to throw again. Grabbed over the middle. It's Callaway. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Gets it out quickly. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. It's complete to the left. Breaks into the open. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. And the Ducks, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Wants to go up top on first down. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy at 2nd down.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the late in the 3rd quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
Very few times can you get a guy that wide open in a game, and when you do, you have to capitalize on it. That QB knows it. Look at him. You can tell he knows he missed.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Ducks will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll try to really get into this one. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. Looking downfield, it's Foster. Finds his man. It's Farmer. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
Pulls it in. It's Farmer. At the 40, there he goes. We've seen this from this sophomore, so dangerous after he makes the grab.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move.
Oh, he's got some space. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Rides the back on the option to give. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Using the quick game. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's third down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch.
Touchdown, Alabama! And they take it in for 6 more points. He'll try to tack on one more. I mean, the way this team has dominated this game, impressive to say the least.
And it's cool now because you're kicking the crud out of them so bad, you start to put the backups in, and all them get to get juice and get some playing time, get some feel good. And the other side, well, they're just taking it right to the face.
They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. It's complete on the right side. Bust through behind his pad. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. The Ducks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes he doesn't even...
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Leaves it with the running back. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. And the Ducks line up to punt it away. And he makes the fair catch deep in his own territory. He might have a question or two to answer about that decision. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute their work.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
It's probably pretty comforting for this offensive coordinator to know as soon as the game's kicked off, I can pretty much pencil in a 100-yard receiving day for this dude.
And I want to be the quarterback. I mean, that guy, it's always open, man, zone. I know I'm looking his way because he's going to catch the football. He's going to make big plays for me. So, yeah, I'm not surprised they're going to continue to highlight this guy in the passing game.
Back to throw, it's Foster. He's got him this time.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Looking downfield on first down. Working that left side now. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
Looking to throw on first down. Finds his tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done though.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. There he goes. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Hard-earned yards, man. You got to get these first downs any way you can. And sometimes it's not going to be easy, and you can't just do it conventionally handing it off. This offense is going to have to be creative. Football is a game of inches, and you've just got to find the angles to give yourself an advantage. That creative play call right there really helped them out.
Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down. To the air, it's Foster. Looking for the goal line. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. And his first pass is incomplete.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
They get to him as he throws. That's caught. It's Stewart. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15. Off-play action on first down. Here comes the heat. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. The Ducks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Hit as he throws. It's picked off, and another empty drive.
Man, this defense did a perfect job understanding the situation. You know you got the lead. You know they're going to be passing, and you come after the quarterback, get the big hit. You get pressure on the quarterback, good things happen, and they make the big INT.
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You've got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Here's the pressure. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but, like, let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but, like, let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down. Back to pass, it's Avery. Throws to the tight end. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
You know, I'll give it to the defense here. Obviously, it has not been their day, and this offense has gone up and down the field, lighting up the scoreboard. But you're still seeing this defense compete. And on third and long, expecting pass, everybody on the same page, get the incompletion. That's something positive that their coaching staff can point to when they review the film.
And that decision will be questioned for a while. They'll give it to the back. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Well, it's a nice change-up call on offense because obviously in the fourth quarter, you're down by a bunch of points and everybody in the stadium is expecting you to throw it to get back in the game. So you dial up the run play and you get a huge gainer. Hopefully that can give this offense the momentum they need to try to...
Turning it on! Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory.
This offense has not had much to cheer about. There's something right there. Let's see if they can string a couple of plays together. Listen, this game's probably over, but this offense has got to find some kind of a rhythm. Hang their hat on so that moving forward, this offense has an identity.
Fires to the tight end. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got a chance. But if it's going to happen, it has to happen now in this two-minute situation. This is where their playmakers need to step up.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. He'll try to do it himself. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. The Ducks trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. To the air. It's Bush. Looking to the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. The hand to the running back. On the move at the 30. Lots of running room. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
You're going to win a lot of games if you can generate explosive plays. That's what we've seen in recent weeks from this football team, but this offense, man, they are every defensive coordinator's nightmare because of the players they've got lining up all over.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. He wants a big play here late. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from.
He lobs one high down the left side. Last pass falls incomplete, and that's going to do it. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.